Hey guys, it's Josh. Just had a really quick tip for you in regard to financing for your buyers. One thing that I've seen happen a couple of different times is that a lot of times lenders don't do a great job communicating with the buyer or the agent as to the status of the approval. So it's really important to make sure that you are in communication with your buyer and you let them know a couple things. The first of which is that the borrowing process can be arduous. You want to make sure that they're not applying for credit, changing jobs, buying cars, buying furniture, things like that. It can blow up at the 11th hour if any sort of change happens to their credit, or income for that matter, or assets, or reserves, cash reserves. So keep that in mind, number one. And then number two, it's always important to know if you have an extension in regard to the contract. Typically this is because a lender is not ready to close. The lender should be notifying the buyer and the agent that the contract will need to be extended, as well as the financing terms and conditions or contingency period. Many times people extend the close date and they just assume that the loan is going to go through. We need to also make sure that the financing contingency in a contract is extended as well. So two really important things to remember. Number one, make sure your buyer knows not to be applying for credit, changing liquid assets, changing jobs. And then number two, just make sure that your buyer understands that if we need to extend a closing, that we'll also need to extend the financing period. Hopefully this has been a helpful tip for you, and I wish you many happy sales. Thanks so much.